Now, Tim, you got to remember the fact that last year we were 1-24.
It was against these guys too, wasn't it?
And it was against Detroit Lakes that we won our only game. And this year, now we're 6-6, and we've got a lot of strong senior leadership, and we're playing quality hockey. And I think Wadena hockey is on the upsurge. We've got some real quality people. Got our building.
I was going to ask you about that, yeah.
After the tornado, we finally got an arena.
So you're indoors now? You're not playing out in the sunlight?
No, we're not playing outside, and it's a beautiful facility. And our youth numbers are coming up. We are the smallest school in the state of Minnesota that supports both our wrestling, a basketball, and a hockey program. And so we're real small on kids. 14 kids tonight.
I saw that, yep.
And boy, they play with a lot of heart, though.
Get a lot of ice time. It's one thing you can guarantee when kids are coming out for hockey, right?
Not many people complaining about ice time this year.
I noticed too, I know you've got a couple of guys that have been, several guys that have been there forever, the Swansons and the Pettits and those guys. But then you've got some freshmen too that are really contributing too. So
absolutely, boy, Dylan Phillips and Mike Beal have really come around. Dylan we pulled up as an 8th grader last year, and as a matter of fact, he got 4 goals in our victory against Detroit Lakes last year. Yeah, they're going to be the bedrock of our program the next few years. Absolutely.
It's kind of nice to see that too. You've got that good class of seniors, but then you've got some guys backing it up, and that's what makes you feel pretty good about the future.
Well, actually, we could use a few more. We're going to be pretty raw next year, but in a couple years we'll be back. And I would really like to give a shout out to our seniors this year. Have really brought Wadena hockey through some lean years and stuck with it, and they're really the core of our team this year.
Yeah, we have some young kids that are stepping up, and it's nice seeing them. There's freshmen that are stepping up and showing exchange students, so we're getting production from our second line a lot, so it's helping.
What's it like for you too? Especially, a little bit of a reward your senior year here to be.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. I know the kids on my line are having a good year, so that's just a good way to go out, I guess.
Now you've been playing for multiple years. 3, 4, it's been a while. So you've kind of seen, you were there when you were having to travel for practices and playing outdoors and games outdoors and that. What's the difference this year between, does it feel like night and day from that to this?
Yeah, it was just, we were exhausted those seasons. I've been traveling a lot and didn't know where you're practicing that day, so it's just nice knowing where we're going to be every day.
Does the community seem a little bit fired up about hockey now too?
A lot more people to games, so that's nice.
How about this year? Strengths of this year's team. You've got a pretty good mix of some seniors like yourself that are playing well, and then you've got some young guys like you said too. Is it just kind of that balance between classes?
Yeah, that's for sure. We have 7 seniors this year, and then 1 junior, so we're relying on a lot of underclassmen to help out too. So we're just using the senior leadership and hopefully leave them with some good experience.
You guys must be in good shape. I didn't see a very big bench on there.
Yeah, we definitely get our conditioning into the game, so we don't really get tired too easily.
I suppose it was pretty tough after losing your arena and playing games and practices wherever you could manage to scrounge some time up. And
absolutely, the practices for the year that the arena was out there. The kids had to go to Long Prairie. That's 40 miles one way and then 40 miles back. And they were kind enough to provide us with some ice time. And but that's real difficult when you're a student athlete and you're trying to get your homework done, and you have a couple other things going on in practice. It's real difficult.
How long have you been in the new rink now? Just the whole year, or?
Well, actually, our new rink was not complete. We had an ice surface in last year about mid-December, and then we totally remodeled the arena this year, and it's really as good a facility as you'll find in central Minnesota.
Were there some times where it was a little bit iffy? You were thinking, is this going to die, or are we going to be able to keep this going?
Well, I remember when Kyle Davis had to turn on the floodlights every day when he got to practice so that we could practice. No, the parents and the association have always been there, and there was no doubt that we were going to have Wadena hockey. It's just how long it would take us to rebound.